Estamos aquí en Abu Dhabi con el 4 veces campeón del mundo, Sebastian Vettel. What a great achievement last week. And what are your thoughts right now? Because you were more relaxed a little bit about that.
Well, obviously, still feels very, very nice, definitely. I think it still takes time to sink in. Obviously, it's only been a couple of days before we got here again. And obviously, we've got the race this weekend in Abu Dhabi. So looking forward to that. It's one of the nicest events we have in the year. So looking forward to get back in the car and celebrate a little bit by just doing what I do.
I've been lucky to be in the 4 interviews with you after each championship, but last week you were more emotional, more deep. I don't know. You were different.
I think it's always difficult because it's a very difficult moment to grasp. So I think. Obviously, we had a lot of points, big points lead and so on, but still the moment where you realize that it's done, it's a very special moment. And I don't know how I felt the other times. Not that it's so long ago, but it's you feel pretty empty when it happens because there's so many things that you want to say, so many things you want to feel like, etc. So, and then it all turns out to be different. So, looking back to all the Sundays where the magic in a way happened, it's very special. And obviously the last one is only a couple of days ago.
You look relaxed. I'm not going to be relaxed now because I have to jump in the car with you, but try to go slow. No, it's okay. Try to go slow.
Okay, that's right.
Fangio, Prost, Schumacher and you, and you're only 26.
Yeah.
It's going to come more or not?
Well, I hope there's coming more. Otherwise, it would be pretty bad, to have nothing you look forward to. So
I know, but you're all the achievement you've made at 26 years old. Did you imagine at some point of your short career that you're going to be like this?
No, I think you cannot imagine something like that. So it's nearly lost the rear end. It's pretty incredible. It's not that long ago when I drove my first race in 2007 in Indianapolis, and 6 years later to win 4 titles is impossible to find the right words for that, especially when you're busy driving a car.
Yeah. And a great car. What it means in the Infinity Red Bull team for you?
Well, it's obviously the team where I have been.
That's a good one.
Extremely successful in the last couple of years, and it's like a family. I think the guys with the spirit we have inside the team, they give me all the strength that I need, and I think it works vice versa. So that's what I mean with the spirit that we have.
This has been a difficult start of the season at some point. Did you realize, and when did you realize that you're going to be able to pull for the championship? Because the first races were very difficult with some problems, huh?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, obviously you can't really know whether you can go all the way to fight for the championship, but I think we realized we have a great car, great package, and we just try to take it step by step. And I think it has been our philosophy the last couple of years, and it hasn't really changed. I think it's not good to look towards the championship after 2-3 races. It's a long season, so many things that can happen. So I think you have to be patient, and as I said, especially in the beginning, just try to get everything out you can, and then you will find out quick enough.
And what about your rivals, your colleagues, some friends, Kimi, Alonso, Lewis? Things about them, because you've been in a great era with the great drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I respect them a lot as drivers, but also as human beings, and appreciate that I had the chance to race against them. Obviously, I've been in a very good position the last couple of years because I gave them a hard time, but I'm sure that in the future we will have lots of duels and fights together, and they will, keep on giving me a hard time, for sure.
What about Michael? You have the chance to race against him, and he was like your hero when you were little, no?
Incredible. I mean, he was, when I was a young boy, he was already world champion, and it was Formula One was far away, and to imagine that you will race him one day is incredible. So obviously he didn't have the strongest packages when I was racing against him, but I think people now start to realize that even when he came back, he was still very, very competitive, very, very quick, because you could say he was level with Nico, and if you look at the fight now with Lewis, it's sometimes Nico, sometimes Lewis, so I think it speaks for Michael as well.
We know the cars about RB7s, 8, 9, but you put some names on it, girl names. Why?
I don't know. I just started, I think, in Formula 3, and then really with Toro Rosso we started giving the car a name, and it has to be a woman's name because the car is beautiful. If you would call it Peter, I mean, would sound, I don't know, doesn't do it, so you have to give it a girl's name, and we've been pretty creative the last couple of years with what we came up with.
Well, we have like a lot of viewers. We go more than Latin America, 20 countries, and we did a selection of 3 questions that people want to make you, and one is from ABG from Puebla, Mexico, and she asked, after winning 4 world champions and making smile Kimi Raikkonen, because the only one you can make Kimi Raikkonen laugh, it's you. Which is the next challenge?
Beat him in badminton, because I haven't succeeded with that yet.
Yeah. But I mean, it's coming a lot more to come from Sebastian.
Well, I don't look it that way, I don't look back and say, okay, you've done this and this and this. I try to look forward, as I said. It's it would be quite sad if I'm now 26. I hope that I still have a couple of years ahead. It would be quite sad to know that that's it. Everything that comes after now is less. That would be quite sad. So that's why I think it's good to look forward, and hopefully the biggest moment is yet to come.
Well, another one from Paraguay, his name, because I think it's a man, Ever, and he asked me, which is your most enjoyable victory and the most difficult for you? Which one was the most difficult and the more enjoyable?
To be honest with you,
so many, 36.
It's difficult to remember all just now, but I think generally the first one, also the way the first one happened, was very, very special. Exactly, 2008, or also in the rain. Nobody expected. We didn't expect, because we didn't have the car to do that, but we did it, and we started the race, and we said, with the simulations and strategy previews, okay, if we do really well, we can finish 5th, 6th, or 7th. I said, I want to win, and obviously, it kept raining on Sunday, and it was a difficult race because you were always on knife's edge, but I was not really thinking, you're now P1, you're P3. I was just trying to do my thing, and to be honest, nothing has really changed until now, but you still try to do your thing. But I think the first victory always stands out.
And the last one is Mika from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and she asked if you can go back on time, in which era of Formula One you would like to race, or against whom?
Difficult for us to judge, because we only know what people are telling. It all sounds romantic and nice, but we don't know. I think the era now is nice with the cars we have, because the corner speeds we do are as high as they have never been before. So everything you would go, every step you would take back to a different era is a step down, so you go slower. But I think what the guys did in the 50s, it was a more endurance race, not so much sprint races. The cars were massive machines, with I don't know how many cylinders, and I don't want to know the weight, and
that will be the era there.
Yeah, I think that would be the era, because they were real gentlemen. I think in the 70s it was more wild. I think different again, but I think in the 50s it would be nice to also go back so much in time to see how it was.
Well, thank you, Seb. And one question that I always want to ask you: last year in Brazil, when you went around,
yeah,
you was looking around. What are your thoughts in that moment? It was crazy. Everybody was.
Yeah, I was not thinking that much. I was just trying to turn around and get in the right direction again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.